Good morning. My not my bun is coming down, so very tight. Hopefully everybody's had a great morning. Hey Amanda. Sorry I'm a bit late this morning. Had to get coffee. It's one of those days. After the long weekend, everybody was running a little bit late. You're done editing. Cool. I'm editing right now. Well, uploading my grocery haul from last week. Better late than never. Exactly, yes. Hey, Nathaniel's Adventures, how's it going? Good morning. Hopefully, you grabbed a nice cup of coffee and a snack. I just grabbed. I was hungry, but I'm not really hungry to make anything because right now I'm still cooking stuff. That's why I'm wearing my kitty cat apron. I got for my birthday one year. Well, so I picked it out. My kids got it for me. I got oven mitts too. It's from Think Kitchen. I just grabbed a granola bar. These ones I picked up at Loblaws Markdown. They're like these healthy organic mango chia granola bars. I got them for like 14 cents each. I'm like, oh, my kids like mango. I'll pick them up if all else fails. I'll eat them. Well, apparently they didn't like them. They said they tasted too weird. I think it's just because they're healthy. Hey, CR, how's it going? Hey, Nathaniel, long time no see. Haven't seen you in forever. So, what is everybody doing this fine Tuesday? My my family made it to school and to work. Abby made it to school late. Surprise, surprise. um, Abby made it to work a little bit late too. He left at 8:45 this morning instead of around 8:15. It was really hot last night, so we had the windows open, and then I had to close them and turn the AC on. So it was quite, and it's quite warm. And we have to still the AC on, and I'm still a bit warm because, well, I'm cooking. Has been in for like 2 weeks. Well, exactly. We've had ours on for now 3 weeks, but we turned it off a couple of days because it was cooler at night. It was down to like 11, so we opened up windows. But then, um, so we had 2 nights this weekend where it was cool, so we turned it off. But then apparently it got too hot, and hubby was all like, "I'm hot." Hey, Raising Rays tribe, how's it going? Good morning from Canada. It feels so weird. So yesterday was a holiday Monday. Um, Stayed home, did some family things, did laundry, um, fed the family. Everyone was kind of off yesterday. I had a bit of a headache. Everyone had kind of like a headache. My oldest had a bit of a tummy ache. Um, so everyone was kind of off. We had plans to do stuff with family, and then we had plans to um, possibly go to the movies to go see Solo, Han Solo. Um, but we're postponing that till probably Wednesday this week because I picked up the tickets at Costco with my grocery haul because it's much cheaper the Costco tickets than the movie theater tickets. working. Well, working is always good. Working makes my. Oh, you want to hear something fun today? I get to go to do uh, a focus group tonight, um, where I get paid to share my opinion. Um, and it's a legit one. My husband has done a couple focus groups, and he goes there and he it's like 2 hours, and they have like coffee and sandwiches. I think the problem is it's like right at supper time, so it's like 5:30. So hopefully there's good sandwiches. And hey, so I get fed free, and I get paid at the end $90 for my opinion. And I think it's from the preview questions that they called about. I think it's about the upcoming Ontario election, which normally we vote. Well, actually, my husband and I vote usually differently, which is fine. Sometimes I voted Green, but the problem with the Green Party is that they'll probably never get in because not enough people vote for them. I voted NDP, and I vote Liberal sometimes because our conservatives here are like not going to be helpful to us. Vote purple. I yes. Well, one of the conservative sides. So it was funny is like we have all these signs all around here. So the blue is the conservatives, the red's the liberals, the orange is NDP, and the green is Green Party. And there's a couple of independents. I don't know if there's an independent in my specific area or not, but they're talking about for our major area, and it's like re-elect so and so, but his sign is kind of purpley blue, and I'm like, what's he trying to like? It's a different color of blue than the local incumbent, right? But the problem is with Canada. Canada is thrown into the countryside, some Mississippi Mills, right? So Canada, the opinions of people in Canada are completely different than those in the country. We want infrastructure. We want more public transit. We want more community center. We want more whatever. The ones in the country don't want to increase their taxes, right? Well, our taxes are already high, like, but they wouldn't be increased much more because the property taxes out in the country is not worth as much as the stuff that's in the city with the infrastructure. So I wish that they would cut the area, because now that Canada has keeps on growing um, into the population keeps on growing, they should cut it so that the ones in the country can vote for what they want, and the problem is like when we're voting, it's almost always been in our area for conservative because there's a lot more area of country than there is for the ones in the suburbs here. Well, exactly. I get to make $90 to share my opinion. I wish I could get paid all the time to share my opinion. Not that my opinion is any different. Um, different. Well, no, it's not that it's different. It's more like they can. I don't really care what they vote, but the problem is their priorities are completely different than my priorities. You know, their priorities are more farming and taxes and infrastructure, like not having to pay for infrastructure. The problem is they're complaining of paying for the city's infrastructure because they are part of the Canada area, and we're asking for for more infrastructure. So they need to cut it down. Make big pot of coffee. Yes. Well, I hope that they have good coffee for one, because they did say coffee and sandwiches. So I'm guessing it's going to be like catered like Subway or sandwiches, maybe. Well, exactly, $90. Remember what I said? So I said my live stream yesterday. I'm doing a low spend June, um, because I want to put a good chunk of that money to go towards our increased cost of vacation. as a kind of surprise for my hubby. Hubby, like, so I can say, hey, here's some grocery money back, because I just get money for groceries and house stuff. Um, and it also was to pay for, like, if I wanted to get coffee or go out for lunch or something like that too. Like, it's kind of just all in there. Um, but if I can save that money, I can give it back to him, and it could go, because our vacation place that we were at is under construction, and it's gone down in ratings, and we're like, if we're going to be paying a lot of money, we don't want to be paying for construction. If we want construction, we just stay home, because summertime here is all about construction. Good morning, hometown cooking with Marianne. Yes, everybody share the love. So I'm just all happy that. So I'm making supper tonight. I'm gonna actually be using one of the freezer meals that I made, which will be upcoming video from my grocery haul, which should be coming out this morning if I finish editing it. Like, I have to put tags and stuff on it. And you can see all the deals I got on meat. Oh my goodness. So all those deals on meat, I made freezer meals, and we're going to be using one tonight for my family. Hey, flippin' hustler. Good morning. Oh, I'm glad you caught me. Yes, the problem is I tend to go live. Oh, here, I'll go and support you. There you go. Supporting you, flippin' hustler. There you go. um, my lives tend to be whenever my family is not home, or when I'm not busy, which is not always at the same time each day. Yes, please share love. Yeah, we tend to talk, especially coffee. My coffee chats tend to talk about food, coffee, saving money, whatever is on our minds. So feel free, ask questions. Hey, food forest permaculture, how's it going? Yes, you gotta grab your coffee. Because, so I keep on putting that is in the description, because before people were saying I needed to put a warning in the description of, because I'm always making everybody hungry talking about food. So in my grocery haul, by the way, warning, my most recent video that should be uploaded today, once I finish editing it, it's my grocery haul. Now, my grocery haul video is a long video. It's 50 minutes, I think. But that, I took you a bit shopping at Superstore, like in the actual store, and I showed you the prices that were there and the prices that I price matched, and showed you that, like, yes, prices in Canada for food in general more expensive, especially if you go shopping at one store. But if you price match at other stores, or travel to those other stores, or only buy what's on sale at that store, you can get the same prices here as you guys can get in the States. For example, I was getting, what was it? A ground extra lean ground beef for like $1.60 a pound at our superstore. Hey, Lucy, watery lead. Here, I'll look over here, because I'm like, the problem is the white writing, the gray writing on the gray wall, the beige wall. How's it going? Oh, I'd love to go fishing. I love fish. I'm not very good at cleaning them. I love eating them. I'll cook them for you. I have scaled them, and I've cut like the heads off and stuff like that. But I'm not. I don't do a great job. I'm much better at cooking them. Today it's overcast. Yesterday was overcast. It feels like it's going to rain, but Google says it's not. Well, maybe it changes. Hey Google, is it going to rain today?
Yes, it's predicted to rain in Ottawa today.
See, yesterday it said it wasn't going to rain today. So, hey Google, what's the weather today?
In Ottawa today, it'll be raining with a forecasted high of 20 and a low of 10. It's currently 19 and mostly cloudy.
Cool. So that means tonight, well, this afternoon when I have to go downtown to this focus group. I will grab a poncho. I can't grocery shop. I get cereal, but forget milk or spaghetti sauce, and I forget noodles. So this is why what you should do is buy what's on sale, multiples, like 3 or 4, so that you don't have to shop as often. As my grocery haul that's coming up today was, I hadn't shopped for 3 weeks, and I normally shop every 2 weeks. So it's a little bit more, but there's a lot more other things in there. Like, it's higher than normal because since I didn't shop 2 weeks ago, I used some of that money to go towards this. I used some of that money, I sent it back to my husband for the vacation, and um, I managed to had to get a new barbecue tank and fill up with gas, which, and some movie ticket things. So right there's $100, which I added into my um, thing, but it's not really part of my grocery budget. That's stuff I do buy with my grocery money, but I get reimbursed by hubby. So I finish almost every day for salmon and nothing. Really? Oh, that sucks, FFP. I didn't say I was good at fishing. I used to. So once when I was a teen, we went camping, and my dad went into the boat fishing with his friends. Like, we went camping with his friends and their family, right? And I wanted to go fishing too, but there wasn't really room in the boat. So he gave me just a fishing line and a hook. But he wouldn't give me any worms or anything like that. So I went along the beach and I grabbed a snail, and I hooked the snail part and pulled it out of the shell. And I went, because I saw with my goggles, um, in the swimming section underneath the lifeguard chair, there was these big fish. They were ended up I didn't know what they were, but they were bass. And I was fishing and I caught a fish. So when my dad came back, he got a whole bunch of these like little sunfish and small bass and stuff. And then I had this fish that was this big, and he made me clean it and all that because he was all like upset that I caught a bigger fish just underneath the lifeguard chair than he did, like, an hour and a half on the lake. Just stopped in for mention. Say, well, thank you very much for popping in and saying hi. I think Angie's been really busy with work, so they've been giving her hours smack dab in the middle of the day. So I just think I'll go and message her and see if she's on or if she's at work. And no, I haven't seen her either since since she started work. Where's messages? Where's Angie? I just messaged her to see if she's on. Said you were asking about her, how she's doing. And I said to pop in if she's not working. Back for a bit. Well, I like her driving videos. It's kind of cool, but I like roller coasters and all that stuff. But I find though, as I'm getting older, I'm getting claustrophobic. I never really was that claustrophobic as a kid or that, um, but I'm getting claustrophobic as I'm getting older because a few years ago, we went to La Flèche Caves over in Quebec, which is where you crawl through the caves and you could see the bats and all that stuff with the scouts. And there were spots that you had to crawl through that were this big, and then but crawling through them, I'm like having almost a panic attack. I did it. I mean, I just powered through it, but the smaller spaces made me like feel anxiety. So, and lately, doing water slides, when they're fully closed, like the big tubes and stuff like that, tunnels. If there's not openings, or like if it's really dark, I get a bit claustrophobic. If it's completely open, it's not a problem. But as a kid, I could do that all day long, and only in the last few years has it really been an issue for me. Oh, excuse me, Zev. Yeah, you've been working a lot. Hey, Angie, welcome back. We were just chatting about you. Yes, so you have to message me your schedule. Maybe we can get together for coffee. Yes. Amanda was just saying that she can't watch your biking videos because um, with them sped up, it makes her nauseous. But she's been missing you, and you haven't popped in. Hey, Tom, Tom. That's fine. If you're not in discussion mode, you can feel free to lurk all you want. Yes, I saw that. I saw a bit of that. Does she have both training wheels on or just one? Okay. Okay, so you've like raised them on an angle-ish, yeah. That's cool. So what you been up to, girl? Other than work, I'm assuming. And I'm assuming from your posts on Facebook that your kids have been driving you crazy. Ah, that sucks. Yes, I saw your thing with the bikes on Thursday. That looked cool. How did you hear about that? trying to go to places on the bike before kids get out of school. Oh, cool. Well, it looked lots of fun and lots of cool bikes. I'm uploading my grocery haul video today. I've edited it. Now I just have to put all the description and all the tags and playlist, blah, 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 blah stuff to it. God, dry throat. See my new mug. My friend Val gave it to me. WWJD is normally what would Jesus do, and she got to say what would Jen do. I'm like, well, hopefully Jesus would be doing much better than I am, because I don't necessarily always make the best decisions. But I thought it was kind of funny and cute. I was just saying, I'm going tonight to a focus group that I'm getting paid for my opinion. So, I get paid $90 to voice my opinion about stuff. So, that's cool. What? I'm trying to find. Oh, Angie, I was just wondering if you're also interested to do with me a low spend June. My goal is to do, and anybody else on here too, is to do my month of June with trying to spend maybe $50 a week in groceries um, instead of my normal 200 a week, and use the stuff in my freezer, pantry, and fridge. Yeah, we. I would cook. Yes, I would cook. That's what I'm doing right now. Why am I making spaghetti sauce at 10 o'clock in the morning? Because I can. Also, Mason tried lemons at 6 months. Oh, that's my kids loved lemons as babies. They loved sucking out the thing. How am I close to my minutes? I'll go check just for us to do right now until we get caught up on bills and such. Well, that's what I'm just saying is I'm just trying to do more of a pantry challenge slash shelf cooking, trying to use up the stuff that's already in my house, and trying to not spend money on groceries. That's why I said a low spend on groceries, not including bills and stuff like that. Um, it's so I'm aiming to try and spend about $50 a week is my goal for like fruit, veggies, kid snacks, milk, um, and cheese and stuff. Cream, of course. Have to make sure I have cream. So in the month, I'm going to try and spend 200 instead of my 800 to 900. That is my normal budget for June, so that I can use that extra money that I'm not spending to go to my husband for the thing and stuff. I spend $50 a week on fast food. Well, there's that too. So I'm hoping to try and cut out. So April and May, busy months for birthdays. So we had my oldest birthday, my mother-in-law's birthday, my husband's birthday, my sister-in-law's birthday, Jeff and mine's anniversary was Friday. We went on date night, and we went to see Deadpool 2. Great date night movie. And so from now on, there's no more birthdays or celebrations. So June should not have any surprise spendings. Well, exactly. Cutting back on takeout. So that's what I'm doing. So, like with my grocery haul, that it's uploading today. I've done a bunch of freezer meals with that. I'm using one today, to basically be convenience foods, especially when it's hot. I don't feel like cooking, and nobody else is going to cook, and I really don't feel like craft dinner all the time. So, because that's my go-to thing. If I don't feel like cooking, make some craft dinner or sandwiches or something like that. So, um, having freezer meals that I can literally just take from the freezer and put in the oven, or put in the instant pot, or put in the microwave, or whatever, is what my goal is. Especially for those really hot days, I feel like crap cooking. Much we keep in the house food wise right now, other than the pantry stuff. We buy fresh veg and stuff every other week, and then meats, the stuff, try and buy for 2 weeks. Yeah. So that won't work. Well, this is what I'm saying. So this might help you save for your vacation in July as well. Like that's why I'm doing this in June, is so we had paid for our vacation at a spot, and then there's end up being construction. It's being marked down to a lower star, and stuff, and we don't want to go. So they called us, and we can go to another place. So we rebooked it to another place, but it's more expensive. So it's like uh, an extra like under $1,000 or whatever. But still, we weren't expecting that. So that's why I'm going to do no spend June, or low, not no spend, low spend. Um, but that's one thing you could take out William's birthday. I was just saying as a suggestion of trying to use some of your pantry stuff, um, and trying to see how low you can get your budget down, and use the extra food money to go towards your vacation. Back to him. In fact, going to be starting to cut back and then cut with soda, and I'm working on cutting back on carbs intake too. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and video. It's just giving me something else to video, and it's just some ideas, and might help other people find cheap stuff to do for his birthday. Make the cake. Use stuff you already have for decorations. Yeah. Well, that's like what I did when I bought the meat on Wednesday. There was I made a bunch of freezer meals with that meat, so I don't have to think about like one of the packages of ground. I paid like $6 for the family package. It made two, if not three, um, meals. Well, it made two meals with leftovers from those meals. So 2 meals of supper with like 2 lunches. You know. So yeah, that's my kind of just my goal. If other people want to participate, that's great too. Just figured we could try and support one another, and we'll be outside going to do a water thing for him. So, but also, yeah. Awesome. Yes, you get some great deals from your local pizza place. So, because I mean, our summers we don't do a lot. Like we do a vacation. Our vacation's near the end of summer. I I need to get back to double double. Yay! Actually, I'll be right back. I'm just going to top up my coffee because it's almost gone. Yes, I need more coffee. The coffee needs to make my brain work. Yes. Well, this cup holds about 2 cups of coffee, so I need more coffee. I've got everything going today. Today I have no plans other than this evening, which I have to leave here probably at 3. So I'm hoping to have extra spaghetti sauce done to put in the freezer, which I'm doing the sauce right now in my Instant Pot. At 6, oh my goodness, my family has slept most of the weekend, literally, and have had naps. This weekend was a lot of sleeping. Well, Nate Jen knows how to cook. Yes, feel free to check out my playlists of cooking. I'll be right back, and I'll be uploading a freezer meal cooking. coffee. Yay. Oops. There. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Got it going for a few. What's your schedule this week, Angie? Angie, have a great day. And we should get together when you have some free time from work. Well, that's what replay is for. Because today, 11:30 to 2:30. Tomorrow, 6 to 10. Thursday, 2:30, 3:30. Wow. That's good hours, but they're like smack dab in the middle of the day, which kind of sucks a little bit. But at least you'll have like the evenings free most times. Woohoo! Hey, Cuddle Quack Duck or Jalon. Okay. Are you doing always evenings? Then is that what your actual shift will be? Okay. Evenings and weekends. Well, it's good to have at least some consistency. This is just for training. Okay. I'm just trying to think. I don't have my calendar. Well, Angie, I'll message you later on, maybe this afternoon. Maybe we can do coffee tomorrow, uh, or lunch or that, because I have coffee break in the morning, and then I don't have anything afterwards. If you'd like to get together. Yes. No trolls in here. It's nice that we're all kind of friends and friendly. And like that's why like I try and make my channel so that it's very accommodating for everybody. JP and I are going to oh okay. Yep, no problem. I just thought I'm like if you were free. Not a problem. Um late afternoon. Possibly possibly Friday. Possibly. Yeah, possibly Friday. Thursday I have a doctor's appointment. Um yeah. So I was gonna say possibly Friday. Friday I have to get my daughter to the airport for her short-term placement. Um and that's in the morning. So Quite possibly. I'll let you know. I don't know what our plans are. Our plans always seem to be changing depending on, like this weekend we had plans and it got switched around because of people's not feeling well or having headaches and stuff, and things got bumped, like to the point that we didn't go. We were going to go see Han Solo, so we had plans to kind of do that Wednesday night. If not, it'll happen the following week. Hey, he provides homestead. Yes, I will definitely message you, and good. Have a great day at work today. I went. I went to your work, Angie, on Thursday, I think. Tuesday. One day last week. I tried the Denier sandwich one. You had a two for $8 or something like that. It was really good, but you weren't there. So good, got to go. Just shoot me a message. Awesome. Will do, Angie. Woohoo! Hey, he provides homestead. I was talking about earlier, I'm going to try and do a low spend month in June. I'm trying to do shelf cooking, pantry cooking for June to try and save my normal grocery budget money to put on some other bills. Was the evening, I would have been gone by 2:30. Okay, cool. So I don't know if you're interested or anybody else who's interested in participating. Um, I'm I'm still allowing myself like $50. So my normal grocery budget is 200 to 225 every week. So it's like four to 450 every 2 weeks Canadian for food, cleaning, cat litter, all that stuff. So my next groceries is just before beginning of June, end of May, and I'll be in that groceries. I'm going to be picking up my cat food and cat litter, and a couple of other things because I didn't do that this past week. Actually, I haven't bought cat food and cat litter for 2 months, I think. The big bags and that from Costco are huge. So, so if you're interested in participating, I mean, it's not like a collab thing, but it might give you some incentive. I'm going to try and take some pictures of my freezers and pantry and stuff like that, and to do videos like either a daily video or like a weekly of what I ate or what I've used up that week. Um, because I want to clear out at least, so I have one big huge freezer and two freezers. So I'm hoping to clear out at least one of my fridge freezers completely clear so that I can use that specifically just for freezer meals. Because the summertime, I don't like to do a lot of cooking. I'll do a lot of barbecuing and stuff like that. But cooking inside, it's too hot. And I don't have the energy. I don't deal well with heat and stuff. So usually I'll do my cooking like first thing in the morning, like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And then I'll put it in the fridge. And then I'll just heat it up for meals if I'm going to do any cooking. Because cooking at supper time is, well, A, it's more expensive hydro wise, because that's our peak peak hydro time. But it's also just too hot by that time of the day. And how close are you to? Oh yes, I was going to check that out. Give me a second. Plus 30. Wow. Yeah, it's 20 degrees supposed to be today. Um, I'm just going to go check that out. It's supposed to rain today. Yesterday it said it wasn't going to rain today. Heat wave warning. Wow. what's it supposed to be with the Humidex? Well, actually, so here's an interesting little tidbit of information. Actually, having hot beverages in the heat wave actually cools you down, and you feel cooler. Why? Because it raises your internal temperature higher, so it's actually the temperature around you feels cooler, so you don't get as hot. So that's why, like, you can go down south. What's hilarious? So, I've gone down south, and you see everybody having freaking hot coffee and hot tea, and I just want like a cold drink, and they're like, no, no, have hot coffee and tea during the hottest part of the day, and it it and I've done it, and it actually makes you feel cooler, so you're not sweating as much, because the cold, like, it does feel refreshing. Like, I was doing back and forth, so I was having a hot coffee as well as ice water. Well, yeah, I drink coffee regardless, but sometimes it's a little bit too hot. Sometimes I'll have a cold one. But drink hot coffee. Yeah, but so do that. So what's also good too, and I've done this too with my family, is to have hot soup in the summertime. So have soup and salad for supper. So hot soup, because you can just microwave it. Like, you can make the soup and microwave it, so you don't have to have it heating up your house. Soup, salad, cools you down. Have the salad nice, refreshing. Some bread, butter. Yep. Well, you probably see a lot of construction workers wearing long sleeves so they don't get sunburnt as well. And also those little sharp bits of whatever, like rock and stuff, cutting them. Like, if they're doing it with hot tar and that. Yeah, I just can't wear hot long sleeves and pants. I wear summer dresses. Well, also staying in the shade too helps a lot. Yes, I've got these fans from the Dollarama that you put batteries in, and it's a little fan that it's on a necklace. I've had that too. Also, I have these towel type things that's like a scarf. There's some sort of foam wet you put on that has cooled. So putting a wet cloth around the base of your neck actually lowers my body temperature, and has had me feel, especially during heat waves, has definitely helped with keeping me cooler and not feeling like exhausted. Yeah, I don't do well with heat. Even though okay, I was born in the Bahamas, but I've lived up here all my life since I was like 6 weeks or 6 months old or whatever. I don't deal well with heat. So when I go on vacation, when you go on vacation, go somewhere hot, I need to be near a pool or an ocean or and have cold drinks on hand to cool off because I don't feel like hiking in the heat or walking, and even some places like when we go for supper time and it's really hot and it's like an open restaurant type thing. If it's too hot, I don't feel like eating, which isn't that good. Like that's why, like when I'm at home, I want to make sure, especially in the summertime, that there's some ready meals. So I have like some salads and stuff that we could have a cold plate. Meat, cheese, crackers, coleslaw, potato salad, or something like that. Um, that's why when you see my grocery haul that will be up soon, um, will have a lot of uh, good deals and some how I talk about some cold food options. I know I want to go cancel that. I want to go to my analytics. I got distracted there. I want to go on vacation. Yes, well, we're ours is like a long way away. So so it's like we always have vacation sometime in August, but which is good because if you have it too early, then the rest of the summer you're like, oh, so you kind of look forward to it. Oh, milk helps with the yes. Well, but a vacation can be anything. So you could save up to go away, or you could do a road trip, or rent a cabin, or go camping. Like we've done many times, go camping. Broke by choice though. Yes, but you could go camping. So if you want to be on the even the cheapest, you can go camping for free. You'll be roughing it, but so if you, I don't know if you have it here in the States too, but here in Canada, if you could go camping on crown land, so that's like land owned by the country, or and that for free. You just have to make sure that you leave the land as it was. So, yes, it'd be roughing it because you'd be having to make your own latrine and all that stuff, um, and there's no facilities, but you can go camping for free on crown land. Yeah, leave no trace. Exactly. So I don't know if you have that also in the States, but because we've done it with the scouts, um, because we only charge like the kids say the amount for food, and we found property crown land that we actually canoed to an island, and we camped, you know, built a latrine, and made a fire pit, covered it all up after the end, and everything. So, and if you could also do a vacation of finding friends in other places and staying with them in their home and checking out their city for cheap. Like, most cities have these city passes. So, like here in Canada, You can get a city pass for Toronto, and you pay something like $100, but it gives you access to all these places for free. Well, for free, like at the CN Tower, Ontario Museum, uh, the Castle, Loma, the zoo. There's like 6 or 7 places that you can go to, and it's worth your while to at least go to 3 of them because that's the amount it costs. It's under $100. It's like something like $60 or something like that. So they have like these city passes. I think there's one for Ottawa too. I don't know. I've just never done it. I should look into it. We could do a city pass for our own city. And you have like a week to do those places. We've done it whenever we've gone to Toronto because doing the CN Tower, the zoo, and the Science Museum costs like $60, like $20 each, roughly. So the thing costs $60, and there's like 6 or 7 different things. I think the aquarium is in there now. Well, that's the thing, and you could do it on the cheap. Check out Living on a Dime. Okay, Living on a Dime has some really great, like they have the website too, but their channel has a lot of great ways to do vacation on the cheap. Camping, if you can get national park pass, right? There you save, you know, money on camping. Um, I don't know if it works in the States too, but in Canada, if you know anybody who's blind, they can get access to the national parks camping fees at half price, by the way. So take a friend who's blind camping, and you can get it cheaper. Or combine it with friends. Like 2 couples could easily share a campsite and go camping with friends. It's fun. It's cheap. You just bring your same food that you're going to eat at home. Maybe a few extras that will taste really good on the fire. Try to go camping when it's less hot and not in fire ban restricted time. Yes. Well, that's the sucky part, is if there's a fire restriction ban and you plan to use fire for cooking. But no, we've done many years of camping or renting a trailer. Um, a couple times our vacations were visiting family, so family lived farther away. But lately, what we've done is using, like, we don't spend a lot of money on things. We tend to do our vacations as an experience, right? And our kids are getting older, and well, they don't really ask for a lot for Christmas and birthdays and stuff like that. So we're not spending. Well, some things that we spend on is more expensive for them, but we're not spending a lot of that, and not spending a lot on extracurricular stuff like anymore. Well, except for my youngest daughter, her extracurricular is expensive, like her choir and her music camp in the summertime. Those are 2 huge things. But she asks for money from grandparents and stuff for that for Christmas, so that she pays for part of that. Well, yeah, yeah, you want to do that. That kind of reduces the cheapness of a camping vacation. Yeah. Well, you don't want to do it in a fire ban because that means your fire has a higher chance of causing a forest fire. So, but yeah, because her choir fees are $600 for the year. So, and that doesn't, like, if she had to go to, if she was in if her choir was invited farther away, that doesn't include like travel and stuff like that, or that most of the time it's just been stuff here. But yeah, it's not cheap, but it's worth it for her. I mean, she's found something she's really good at. So that's extracurricular that she does during the year. My kids were in scouting, but they found that with scouting, um, they didn't have the time to try and do scouting and um, getting their schoolwork. So the last year for both of them that they were in it, they were missing out on some meetings and some camps, which they liked the camps, but the meetings sometimes were boring, sometimes, depending on what it was. But they missed out because they had lots of homework. And that's the downside. So, but other cheap things you could find, um, like there's sometimes house shares where like you go with somebody to somebody's house and you stay there and then they come to your house and they stay with you. So, hey Jordan Housen, how's it going? Oh yeah, I was looking at analytics. I only need 500 more hours. I'm at 3,424. Slowly getting there. So, yep, slowly getting there. Maybe. How about this? How about we aim for to reach goal by the end of June? It's a tough goal, but might be able to do it. Oh, it's starting to rain. I was wondering what the noise was. Good. I'm still 2/3 of it. Yes. Well, I just need to um, upload the actual videos that I've made. Well, first I've made. I have to edit them to put like glue them all together and upload them in a timely fashion. And the problem is finding the time to do that and having my computer not misbehave. Yesterday's one, it took well, it's a so the one I'm doing right now. Here, I should get that up. I'll finish editing that right now to get that going. Um, it's 15-minute video of my grocery haul, but there's a good like 15 minutes of shopping with me, and then I show you all the food that I bought and their prices, and I show you the receipts. And I talk about some upcoming freezer meals that I'm making with all those meat. I bought a lot of meat that I wasn't planning on doing, but I can't beat those prices. So, yeah, editing clips and seeing what one wants and such can take exactly. And people, you know, only my loyal viewers will watch the whole thing. I personally like grocery haul videos. Like I watch other people's grocery haul videos just to see what deals they get, and that um, I like doing it to give me ideas of what prices they can get, and what I try to show the prices in my videos, so other people people think that the prices here in Canada are expensive. They are if you shop at one store. If you go to one store and you buy everything just at one store, yes, it's expensive. I like, but as you could see in my grocery haul, when I'm telling you the prices, you could probably get the same um, prices too. I mean, I got 10 pounds of potatoes. The highest that I paid for them, which I paid this time, I think was $3.98. So $3.98 for potatoes because they weren't on sale anywhere. I got ground beef for $3.49 a kilogram, extra lean ground beef, which is like $1.60 a pound. Extra lean ground beef. I have to make sure I'm full eating well, exactly. And then you see how much food I got. Like, yes, this one is a more um, expensive grocery haul, but I hadn't done a grocery haul in 3 weeks. Also, what products we are missing out. Well, exactly. Like, so I, you guys in the States have way more options than we do in Canada. Um, from looking at your videos, um, you have lots of options. Here we don't have as many options. We're getting a few more. Like, you will never find um, awesome, cool new cereals here that's different than what you guys have. What you guys have, we sometimes get. Same with cookies and stuff like that, but that's all like junk food. I don't buy a lot of that. Actually, I haven't bought cereal, I think, in about a year. You'd have to look back at my grocery hauls when the last time I bought cereal. I still have cereal in my cupboard, but yeah. Well, he got some good deals. He he provides some on some stuff of was it? I think it was buying ketchup or mayonnaise, and you got the ketchup for free or something. He used some CVS points or dollars, and he ended up buying some candies for like 10, 15 cents. Some chocolates to put in the freezer too. So he got like a whole bunch of free stuff. They ended up paying like a dollar for. Woohoo! Love your deals. I wish we had a CVS here. We don't have anything like that here. We have like a Shoppers where we get the PC Optimum points too, but not really that usable for things I want. But yeah, no, my stores, my favorite stores here in Canada: Superstore, Freshco, Food Basics, Costco. Those are my four I go to. If I have time, I'll go to Bulk Barn to get spices and Farm Boy to check out their markdown fruits and veggies. Because their markdown fruits or veggies are usually as good as the more discount stores of Food Basics, fruits and veggies, but cheaper. Only a deal when it's something you want. Exactly. Like I'll clip coupons. Well, we don't have many coupons. Like, I'll clip coupons. I'll keep them with me when I go shopping. But if I look at the coupon price and I am like usually on new things for me to try, I might try it. I'm always up for trying something new. But if that new item, like say it's a new ketchup, um, is more expensive than the ketchup I already buy, I'm not going to go and spend more money to buy something different that I already buy cheaper. Yes. Well, I do. So what's funny is the only decaf coffee I have is the decaf coffees that I've got from the hotels that we've stayed in my cupboard. So just in case anybody does come over here and wants decaf coffee, or at a last resort and I have no coffee and I'm not going to the store, I will use it. So I have like the individual packages from hotels. Those are my emergency coffee, or I bring those when we've gone camping and stuff like that. In Texas, everything is far apart. It's 12 kilometers to the nearest grocery store. Like 3-in-1s. Are you talking about the coffee things? I can show you. I'll show you my stash of hotel conveniences in my coffee cupboard. Do do do. This is my coffee cupboard. Yeah, I have to change my light bulb here. What's in here? So I have an instant coffee. What's in here? Have a few K-cups. These ones we got from hotels. Oh yeah, like international creamers that don't need refrigeration. Sugar packets. Yeah, the teas. Oh, the Vias. I have some more up there. I take them. I take the shampoos, the conditioners, the soap. If you're paying $100 a night, I want to get my money's worth. like for example here, one time, so this was a coffee, so it was a little bag. It had a little pouch of coffee, it had straws and the stuff in there. What else is it? The stir sticks with the non-dairy creamers for when I run out of coffee cream. Or like they had this, which was an individual pouch of coffee. So that's what I do, is I get the little, there's usually like an individual pouch of coffee, and I'll use them if I'm up in the morning. If not, I pack them in my suitcase. Godspeed to you too. He provides Homestead. Yeah, we sometimes take one towel to separate our dirty clothes from our clean clothes. So I've got a lot of white towels from various hotels. Yeah, I mean, we only take the shampoo and the conditioner and the soap. Because, I mean, if you don't take the ones that you've already opened anyways, they're just going to throw them out. They're not going to leave a soap that you've used to wash your hands anyways. And then when the little pieces of soap are not really soap, I just put them in my hand pump with some water, and because I water down the hand soap too, and it just adds more soap. I might get to work, start taking the sheets. Well, yeah, you wouldn't want to necessarily take the sheet. Or pillows or TVs. No, no, no. But I do know somebody who used to take their toilet paper. So, you know how they have the extra roll? And I'm like, yeah, that's a bit too much. I've only taken the extra roll when we went to Cuba. Because if you ever go to Cuba, the airport where we went, they had a lady outside offering you bits of, because they don't have toilet paper in the bathroom. They had the lady outside the bathroom offering you bits of toilet paper, but she expected a tip. So on all the travel sites, they say wherever you go, bring a roll of toilet paper because the toilets don't always have toilet. And so we took the one when we went on vacation there, one roll from the hotel for whenever we went on excursions and stuff like that, because I didn't want to try and, because she gave like a bit of toilet paper, and I'm like, well, that's not enough to do much. So, and she expected a tip. I'm like, yeah, no, that's okay. I took some glasses from the Dominican. Okay. Yeah, no, I've never taken glasses or shower curtain. I've never been in the hotel um with shower curtain. No, not sorry. I can't say like if we've gone down south. The curtain. So they either have a shower stall or they have a bathtub with a shower, but there's no shower curtain down south. I don't know. Maybe they just don't. It's not something that they do. I don't know. Well, no, and that's a used shower curtain. Like, oh yeah, the pens. That's how all the pens in my house are, from banks and from um, hotels. Because I never have a pen on me. I don't know what's with me and yawning. If anybody knows why I'm yawning all the time, other than just being tired, it's like lack of oxygen to my brain or something. I don't know. Let the self get more free. Mm-hmm. Bible's either, but maybe I should so I can read it and stop stealing stuff. Well, they are kind of there for you to read, and they are put there by um. Oh, what's the group that puts the Bibles there? Um, my brain just went blank of the group. Well, you could take home. I'm sure that would replace them because that's the mission. So, their mission is to put Bibles in hotel rooms because, people do nefarious things in hotel rooms. So, Um, they are there for, and if you take them, they will replace them. And there's a group, a bunch of missionaries that do that. They put the hotel books in the hotels. Like the hotels aren't buying them, but and if you take them home, then that means that you want to take it home to read. So maybe you'll be saved or whatever. So going to Google, can I take Bibles from hotel? Hey Google, can you take the Bibles from a hotel room?
Here's a summary from the website Quora.com. Absolutely. You not only can take the Gideon Bible from your hotel room, the Gideon's International Organization actively encourages it, as Quora user answered. Are spiritual staples of nearly every hotel room and the only item guests are invited to steal.
See, told you. The Gideon Bibles. There we go. That was the good. Like, you are encouraged to steal the Bibles from hotel rooms. You just learned something new. It's complimentary. Well, true. Well, that's what Google just said. They actually want you to, because that means that you're taking it to take home, and whether you read it or somebody else in your household reads it, you might find your way to Jesus, God. But they should put free on them, though. Free for the taking. Maybe people will take them more. Maybe not put them in the front drawer. So, I get stuff going here today. Well, thanks, Sierra, for coming by and chatting and learning something new. Well, you have a wonderful day. And I'll pop over to your channel and watch some of your videos today while I'm cooking up a storm here, because that's my goal for the next 4 hours is to be cooking. And then I'll go. So I'll be cooking, cooking, cooking. And my grocery haul should be live as soon as um, this live stream ends. Hey, Bacon Diva, how's it going? Long time no see. Saw you, I believe, on Living on a Dime's live stream last night. How's your knee? Was it knee replacement or hip replacement? I think it was knee, right? Yes, knee is good. Going to water aerobics class. Awesome. I'm glad it's helping. It's now raining here today, which we actually need. And I'm glad I put my plants out there to get to get rain. I had them out earlier, and I forgot to bring them in anyways. But that's fine. They're gonna get rained on. He is all good. So what are you baking today, Baking Diva? Hey, Florida Greg, how's it going? I can walk without pain now. Raining here too. Well, we haven't had much rain, so we're looking forward to it. What's up? Last 8 days in a row. We we haven't. Normally we have lots of rain, like April. We haven't. We've had like 1 or 2 days of rain and then nothing for like all week. You know. So we had rain on Saturday, just a light misting of rain, like not down to. And right now it's light raining. There was a little bit of a downpour, but we need it. My front yard, it's all kind of clay dirt. It's all cracked. Like it's so dry, it's cracked. So we need a little bit of rain. Oh, my hubby ordered me from Amazon um, a small raised garden bed for my backyard to replace the one that's falling apart literally. So that should be coming in the next couple of days, and hopefully we get that going. Oh, the mosquitoes love it, especially any standing water. They're just going to reproduce. Yeah, haven't gotten any mosquito bites yet, but I've gotten sun. You can kind of see a little bit of sun. Um, I had some sun here. I got burnt right at the hairline, and it was peeling. All the kids' baseball, soccer games rescheduled. They don't. So I don't know about you in the States. Here in Canada, they have soccer, football, baseball. They still do baseball and soccer in the rain. It's slippery unless there's thunder. It will not get rescheduled unless there's thunder. When there's thunder, they reschedule it. Like it could be raining like downpouring. They're still doing this. People are slipping and sliding and twisting ankles or whatever. We don't reschedule anything. And in the fall, when we've had snow and it's football season, like our football is not like your guys' football in the States. We don't go kind of like all crazy with football, but like that's just the high school football or whatever. Their games still go on when it's snowing. So if it snowed, they'll try and clear off the thing. But yeah, not if lightning or thunder or if the field is flooded. True. If the field is flooded, it's usually not. But if it's flooded, they will reschedule. But if there's thunder and lightning, they will reschedule. Oh, nobody has turf here. It's all just grass. Oh, the only thing that has turf here maybe is the universities. All the high schools just have the grass. We don't have that kind of money. Yeah, no turf. I don't even know if I'd have to go to Carleton University and check out their football field if it's turf or if it's grass. We don't have turf. I don't know if we have turf here anywhere in Ottawa. I know some universities do. But I'm just wondering if Iowa U or Carleton U, which are the two major universities in Ottawa, have it. But no idea. Okay. Doo-doo. There. My grocery haul video is done now, I think. I will schedule it for today. Oh, no, that one. Today. There we go. So my grocery haul video finally will be up today at 11:30. It's a huge grocery haul. It's a bit of shop with me and stuff. So it's a long one. So if you're interested in watching it, watch it while you're doing something else. I tell you the prices of things and I tell you how I price match. And the prices that we get here are like the normal prices, and that's why I price match or I shop at other stores. I only did the shop with me part at Superstore because when I went to um, Freshco, my camera was dying, so I just did it fresh at. I went to Superstore, I went to Freshco, I went to Food Basics, and I went to Costco, and I shopped for 6.5 hours. We did stop for coffee, but got lots of food and other stuff. This one had a bit of other things in it, but I didn't necessarily take it all out. I took some out, but so you can see all the prices we got. And then soon, once I'm finished editing, uploading that. Oh, I could see. I can only do it for food. For clothes, I hate shopping for anything else unless it's for my kids. And then, but my girls don't like shopping. Okay, I know they don't like shopping. They don't like trying on stuff. Um, I love to grocery shop. If I could get paid by somebody to do their groceries for them, and then they just pick me up with the groceries because I don't drive, right? If they give me their list, I could price match their list and shop and do all that. I find grocery shopping therapeutic, and it's exciting. I kind of try and see how much I could save on stuff. See, I don't. I could, but the problem is, for myself, being a plus size lady, the malls don't have a lot of stores that have clothes in my size, so it's kind of depressing. And the only ones that do are really expensive plus size stores or the Walmart. Walmart has stuff, but some of their stuff is like frumpy, like it's like moo like no, I just want whatever this thing is, just in a bit larger size, or like I have really wide shoulders, right? I've always had wide shoulders, no matter what size I've been on, and I have big bones. Like it's not fat; it's like my actual bone is big. So, um, going to these, these plus size stores, I can't justify spending $50 on a pant or $50 on a shirt unless I got a gift card for that, for like a birthday or Christmas. Um, I'll check out their clearance stuff, but it's just depressing. So that's why I like shopping thrift stores. And I like Value Village because Value Village tends to put things in sizes too. Making up for lost time with my knees, I can see where you would, but it's more of just like I can't find something I like. So I'll shop for my girls, but my problem is my girls don't like shopping. They would much rather me go out and buy something that I think that they like and buy like two sizes because I'm unsure of their size, right? For them to come bring it home, them try on me, return and stuff. Well, because they're too darn lazy to come shopping with me. So I'm like the only one that has teenage girls that doesn't like shopping. I'm the only one that, like my daughter actually went shopping with a friend because her friend likes shopping. But she's definitely my daughter because she goes, I got this. She ended up getting a dress and like a sweater along, one of the long sweaters that goes like as farther like your knees, like it's just a thin like linen with lace on the sleeves, so you could put over a dress like this, so that you could, if you wanted to be more conservative. And she goes, oh, and she goes, I got this. This was 70% off, and I got this, and this was 50% off. So she spent like I think $30 of her own money on like a dress and a sweater, as well as one of those like loot bags, mystery bags. She pays like $250. My daughters are 15 and 17. My oldest is the one that's more kind of in fashion. She's the one that dyed my hair, and that she's the one that does makeup and stuff. But she doesn't like the expensive stuff. My oldest does. My youngest doesn't. My youngest is blind, and she'll let her sister do her makeup if her sister really wants to do makeup on her, but not much. No, she doesn't like makeup. She's not really girly girl. My youngest is the one that sings. If you look on my channel, you'll see some either choir playlist or Abby singing playlist. She's the one that sings soprano, and so I have some video recordings of that. And she has a channel of her singing in whatever things. She's my well, they're both, so my girls are both kind of tomboyish, but my oldest does like wearing makeup and looking nice, and kind of like she's like fashion, but not name brand. Like they don't go, like they can't, like they have friends who spent like $40 on shoes, and like I don't know why they spent $40 on shoes. You know? Yes, we have a Sephora here in Canada. We have Sephora at a Bayshore, which is a mall near us. And one at Rideau Center, which is downtown, that I know of. My daughter has gone in there. My daughter that does makeup, bought one thing there, which was a foundation, but she used a discount coupon for 50% off. So she goes, I would never have bought it otherwise. No, they don't. She likes the makeup from the pharmacy or Walmart or the dollar store. She's like, we've gotten her for Christmas and birthdays like these kits, like like would be a basket with a bunch of different like eyeshadows and stuff, and she's quite happy with those, or the ones from the dollar store. She actually prefers them, so I'm like, okay. But she doesn't wear, like, she wears more of the muted colors, and she does do like eyeliner, like a little bit, and mascara. Yes. Well, your Walmart's in the so the stuff that you get in the States, we get about half of that up here. Okay, we don't have as much options as you guys in the States. Probably because you have just like larger populations. Like, for example, um, all of Canada's population is the same population as California. Hey Google, what's the population of Canada?
The population population of Canada was 36.29 million in 2016.
Hey Google, what's the population of California?
The population of California was 39.54 million in 2017.
So, okay, sorry. California has 4 more million people in it than all of Canada. We used to have a Target. We had Target here for about 2 years, but then Target that was up here was not able to get the supplies up here on a regular basis. So they had lots of empty shelves. They'd have lots of like different options for like toilet paper or whatever, and they'd fill up shelves. But for like their household stuff and clothing stuff, they'd run out of sizes and run out of stuff really quickly. And they were just put in bad locations for our Target. And their prices were not like the Target in the States. Like, I've gone to Target in the States, and they were much like decent prices. Here they were expensive compared to Walmart. Yeah, a little bit to like so that's the thing is most of our population in Canada is close to the border because it's the better weather honestly. And um but yeah, our country is bigger than yours, but all of our population in all of Canada is less than California. So you guys have like when you go down your cereal aisle, you have like a whole aisle of like sugary cereals and healthy cereals and everything. We have maybe one side of the aisle of all the cereals, and that's like including the oatmeals and stuff like that. We don't have the options. Like we'll have like Fruit Loops, and then we'll have the store brand Fruit Loops. We'll have like all like the major like the Kellogg's and Cheerios and General Mills, like the major brands. But all of your like fancy stuff like Captain Crunch, Berry or whatever, we get maybe Captain Crunch, and once in a while we get the special flavors. But you might have like 4 or 5 different flavors. Same with cookies, like your Oreo cookies. Like I have friends who go down to the States and buy your Oreo cookies. um, we have we have Oreo, we have the vanilla Oreo, we have the thins, we have like I think birthday cake, and sometimes we'll have a flavor like an Easter flavor or whatever. But you guys like we when there was pumpkin spice, like when you have pumpkin spice stuff, we got like maybe 3 things up here pumpkin spice, right? You guys got like pumpkin spice explosion. I have friends that go down during pumpkin spice season, and yeah, we have double stuffed. I will go down and buy a bunch of your pumpkin spice crap because we're dying for pumpkin spice up here. I know. So everything you have, and we're like, oh my god! Like we'll get like maybe one of the cereals might have pumpkin spice like shreddies or something. I don't know, and we might have like one pumpkin spice flavored cookie, maybe two. We might get like one pumpkin spice flavored cake mix or muffin mix or whatever, like the same that you have like the Betty Crocker. But you guys have like explosion, and you have like these flavored marshmallows, which are awesome. I've gotten them in the States of like these gingerbread flavored marshmallows, and they are in the shape of gingerbreads and like these heart ones that were pink, and the Easter ones. I love pumpkin spice. So that's one thing I wish we had an explosion up here of pumpkin spice everything. So we just don't get as much, and we can't order the stuff from the States. If we could, we would spend an extra dollar to pay for the difference. But a lot of your stuff we can't order on our Amazon. And even stuff, if we went to, because our Amazon is amazon.ca, even if we went to amazon.com and ordered from their stuff, some of the stuff doesn't ship to Canada. I'm like, we're willing to pay the difference. But no, yeah, you guys have literally 10 times the amount of population as we do in Canada. And I think that's part of the problem is that your cities are too compact, so people get heated over a lot of things. And you have a lot more murders, deaths, and stuff going on there too. Um, like here in Canada, so where I am in Canada, which is the west end suburb of Ottawa. So it's technically Ottawa, but it's like the west end suburb. Hey Google, how many murders were in Ottawa last year?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey Google, how many homicides were in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada?
My apologies. I
Mm.
don't understand.
Hey Google, how many homicides were in Canada last year?
I don't understand.
Google's not liking me. Hey Google, what's the homicide rate for Canada?
My apologies. I
Oh,
don't understand.
I'll have to actually Google it on Google. Hey, the Booty Barn, how's it going? Have fun at your exercise class, Baking Diva, and feel free to check out my grocery haul. Hey, Booty Barn, whereabout are you located? Hey, Cuddle Quack Duck, or Jalon, who's ever on the account today. So, as I was saying, the difference between Canada and the States. Here, here in Ottawa, well, Canada is a suburb of Ottawa, we've had 15 homicide victims in 2017. 3 cases remained unsolved. That's for the nation's capital, okay? That's for our capital. 15. 2016 was our biggest year in decades. Was 22. Okay, yes. 15 in our nation's capital. And of those, um, I think majority of them were uh, maybe drug drug related or domestic violence. Let me just see what's here. And our violent crimes. There's not. And most of them have been in Toronto. Well, no, well, this is just Ottawa. We have more in Toronto because Toronto's a bigger city. And they've been mostly, so far, well, last year was young men. One, two. One was a older lady that was beaten by her son in a psychotic break. Um, but yeah, 15. Not a lot. There have been 208 homicides in Metro in 2000. 7 children, 16 of the age. Wow. No. So our last year we had one 19-year old, one 20-year old. One 18-year old. So, and no children. And very few of them were with guns. So that's just how we are. But 15, which isn't bad for the nation's capital. Oh, package bombs. Ugh. Yeah, we don't have. See, we don't have a lot of that either. I mean, the only people that have guns, well, you could get guns, you can have it registered, and you have it. But most people that have guns are the criminals, which have stolen guns, and the cops. Most people that have other guns have them for protection or whatever, but they're not the ones that are using them. Again, the homicides, a couple of them were, one person fell off a balcony because he was being chased by some guys. One person was killed by getting beaten to death by a baseball bat. But not for good things. Yes. Well, that's what we see here in Canada. We see a lot of your news, and lots of your news is lots of domestic violence, lots of police violence. A lot of times your police are shooting before, or at the same time they're asking to be, put your hands up type thing. Here, there's not like there was one shooting death by a police officer, but there was it was in a fire, a shooting back and forth thing. So the guy was shooting at them, not just suspected of having a gun. You know, there, our cops tend to um, ask questions first before shooting a lot more, because most of our criminals don't usually have guns, or if they do, there's usually more than one cop, so there's more chance that they're not going to necessarily use it either. But that's the thing is with here, I don't know if people are. It, there's there might be more per capita of minor crimes. Like, so for example, where I live, it's a fairly safe area. I could walk around. Yes, there's technically gangs, but our gangs aren't really gangs. Not like what you have in the States. There's some areas that are not great neighborhoods, but I'll have no problem walking them. If I see a big group of people, like teenagers or whatever, at night, I'm not going to walk through them. I'm going to walk on the other side, just in case they are up to no good. Who knows? I don't want to put myself necessarily in that situation, but I know how to defend myself pretty good. But here, the major crimes that we have here in Canada are people breaking into cars. But not breaking into cars, breaking into cars that aren't locked and stealing stuff in the cars. Not necessarily even stealing the cars, okay? Our major crimes that we have here are people spray painting, tagging a fence, or tagging a garage door, or tagging a building with some sort of name, you know? It's like, okay, they're not even breaking into they're breaking the locks. They're checking cars that aren't locked and stealing the stuff that's in them. So people are like on the moms group of my area. They're like, "Oh, there's lots of been break-ins." I'm like, "No, that's not a break-in. That's teenagers checking out cars that aren't locked and stealing. If you left your cell phone or your cell phone charger or money or your purse or your tools in your car and you didn't lock it, that's your own darn fault." Like, and yes, there's been sometimes break-ins into houses. Um, Usually not when people are home and they've stolen money like that's left out. Maybe electronics, but there's not a lot of that because it just isn't happening. The most major things might be domestic uh, um, stuff or like them called because of fights and stuff like that. But people charge people or don't. I don't know. Yes, there's a lot of bad news, but you go to local, you can find out about the person who tried to attack a police officer with Doritos. Yes, well, so we also have a lot of stupid criminals here too that might go and try and stick up a gas station with their finger in their pocket or with a water gun or one time so I don't know if it was in Ottawa or it was just outside of Ottawa. This was a couple of years ago. We had a stupid criminal that tried to rob um, a restaurant. Okay, with a fake gun, with a water gun. Only thing was, it was near Christmas time. It was the Christmas dinner for the local police department at this restaurant. So the whole restaurant was full of police officers. And the guy came in and tried to rob them. Let's put it this way, he got arrested and charged with also stupidity. Like, seriously, the one time. Yeah, let's go rob. Like, you can't beat stupidity. Like, we have a few stupid criminals. I'm hearing sirens. Probably with the rain, people are not driving safely. Car accident or something. Yeah, actually, we have more deaths by car accidents or, um, actually, sometimes deaths with running into deers and stuff like that, or moose. Um, Not so much moose near here in Ottawa, but a little bit further north than we do with homicides or deaths of people driving and accidentally hitting like pedestrians or people on bicycles because people aren't paying attention. So that's about it. That's cool that you got a new puppy that you might keep. What type of dog is it? Are you going to take a video of it, Code Quack Duck? For Jalon, who's ever on there? But it is almost noon. I should go figure out something I'm going to have for lunch and to finish making supper for tonight because I'm out. So thanks for sticking around and chatting with me, and feel free to check out my grocery haul, which is uploaded now, to see all the wonderful foods I bought and try and think about all the wonderful freezer meals I've made in the next, well, one of the next videos that should be uploaded soon. You'll be drooling over some of the prices. No, you have to eat your lunch while watching it. And that way you're like, ooh. Yes, I went to Costco and I got some yummy things that I was like, ooh, what's that? Downside, should not, I go to Costco as my last spot usually. Excuse me. And at Costco, with the taste testers get you to buy more stuff. So, going there with taste testers, I bought a few things that I didn't plan on buying. But there was taste testers, and they were yummy. But I bought stuff that was on sale, and some things that we needed. And a rotisserie chicken for supper that night, because after a day of shopping, I don't feel like cooking. So, have a great day. I will be on tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a lunch chat. So have a great day. Bye. Mwah. Have a great lunch, Amanda.